They go play action here on first down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell Suggs from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. A play fake. Now McNabb. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up...
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Keenan Allen from 19 yards away. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A first carry now for Reggie Bush. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Play clock winding down, and they'll pitch it to Bush. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he cuts it right sideline. And all the way in, touchdown, Oakland. Reggie Bush, 63 yards, and the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now this offense ready to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now it's 2nd and 7. Second down, McNabb. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And they rattle off a big one. 47 yards. Now a first down throw. McNabb. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Forced out to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 2 yards on the completion and second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback.
And it's a touchdown. Donovan McNabb with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run for a touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On second down, Elway. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Completed pass, but the price you pay at the quarterback position, sometimes you have to take a lick.
Yeah, he took it on that one, and he paid the price, and happily, because he was able to complete it downfield. Excellent toughness in the pocket.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And an alley to run. And he cuts it out to the... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Reggie Bush with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 1st and 10, McNabb being chased out left. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that enables him to also pick up the first. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. McNabb to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll give them a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's McNabb.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw on second, McNabb. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever you're...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Madison. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you sit?
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. On the counter, it's Bush. And some space here. And a cutback to the sideline. A good pick up there at 22.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, they stick with Bush. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Reggie Bush, a 9-yard touchdown run. And a forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Doug Baldwin, 75 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. A give. This is Bush. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Elway. He's got his man here. It's Green. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now, Elway on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Elway. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And he's got his target. That's more. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. Back now in Baltimore. Fresh set of downs here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On the run, it's Bush. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Another pistol look here. On 2nd down, Elway. On the slant, he gets it to Clark. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Elway to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Off the play fake, Elway. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now it's Elway finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And the play clock's running down. On second down, Elway steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Reggie Bush tying a career high with his 4th touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following that long touch. Touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
He's going to run again. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown. They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
They'll try and throw for it. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Elway wants to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now it's Elway. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.